shout out to Mike Munday. Way overdue. Sorry, Mike. I was traveling and uh, no good excuse, but I just haven't gotten to thank you. So my hours are a little different. You're on Central Time. I start later in the day, work into the evening. It's too late, even for people in Mountain Time. Usually, when I'm kind of like, oh, my day is getting done, I can make a phone call or two. Yeah. So, but anyway, thank you very much. Sent me a pound of Burma Road, Sutliff Burma Road. Took it to Pipe Club last weekend. People enjoyed it. Thank you very much. It was great. I appreciate your generosity. It's a nice blend. Has a little aromatic in it. Once the aromatic's gone, it isn't a real distinguished kind of English Balkan mixture, but it's a good smoke. It's a good kind of everyday smoke. So thank you very much. Hmm. The Pipe Club thanks you too. And Austin Keefe, uh, who sent a package completely unannounced. I was ready to take it back down to the post office and have them say, "You sent this to the wrong person." If you're out there, please ID yourself. And thank you very much for that little package. Much appreciated. So it's January here, almost January, in the Pacific Northwest. Today is a really nice day. It's going to be 70-ish, 72, and pretty blue skies and sunshine. But it has been rainy and chilly and kind of more like January, February. So this is a nice change. Maybe summer is starting. The old quip is it's not summer in the Pacific Northwest until the 5th of July. So we'll see. Smoking not a custom built, but a Middleton Rugged Root. Little too small of Ebashon. But who knows when this was carved. In fact, I doubt if that'll show. No. Middleton Rugged Root. Kind of its own thing, not as custom builty, but sort of. I'm thinking late 50s, early 60s maybe. Another eBay find. I mean, honestly, people say, well, where do you find a custom built? Well, if you cruise through antique malls and so forth, I suppose it's possible you might someday find one. eBay, that's where I've done most of my collecting, if you will. Yeah. That billiard shape, thick walls, nice big bit to chomp on. I like that. So I've been trying different suspenders. I was a trucker suspender guy for a long time, and I still kind of am. I'll have to do a little video on suspenders, maybe, if anybody's interested. The reason is I like my pants loose, so they fit when you sit, instead of like being cinched up tight, and then you sit down or bend over, and it's like, no, come on, life's too short. I'm not a sex symbol, so I don't have to wear super tight clothes to attract women. I mean, what? No. So, suspenders is kind of an old guy thing. After you have a little age on you, you realize that nobody cares. And, you're just doing your clothing because everybody else is, and the stores seem to model it on 23-year-olds, and my body's different than a 23-year-old. So, and my level of comfort is too. So I've always, for the longest time, years, decades, been into suspenders. Started out with logger jeans that have buttons on them, you know, the bachelor buttons, suspender buttons. And those are good. Those are good. You could just stay with that forever. But I just kind of like to experiment with stuff. And trucker suspenders are the side clip kind. So they just attach at your sides only. Trucker suspenders, because if you're sitting all day in an auto seat or a truck seat, you know, that can get burdensome, that hardware digging into you all day. Also, when you get in and out, they can come undone, they can tear the seat, they can get twisted up. X-back suspenders particularly are prone to that. Y-back, not so much, which has a single, which is what these are, have a single point. One thing that I have come to like, well, let's talk about trucker suspenders some more. So they clip on. Well, that is darned hard on your pants, you know, to grip hard enough, strongly enough, it just tears your pants up. So I can do sewing machine repairs, I admit it. And so I put on these, can't really see it, I guess, these black nylon patches that just fold over on the inside as well. So, you know, it's like, it gives a good place to grip. Now these have little clips that clip onto your belt loops. Belt loops are very strongly attached usually. These are Wrangler Riggs work pants. And then, let's see if I can go back there. See, and then there's a single clip in the back. Now that's problematic because it kind of gives you a wedgie. I don't like that. Now the logger suspenders had a little Y that came down to 2 points of contact. That was better if they were Y front suspenders. X-back suspenders have a broader point of distribution, and I have a couple of pair, one from Welch, which is from Oregon, good company, of a real strong elastic, designed to hold up arborist tool belts. So as they're climbing up in the trees, they're carrying tools hanging from a belt, and so these suspenders are designed to hold that belt up. So they're sturdy. Have some plastic hardware, which is a little cheesy. Has never broken, but it's kind of cheesy. I have a pair of Weaver arborist suspenders, again, to hold up that work belt. It's like 2-inch wide, non-elasticized webbing, sturdy webbing, great stuff. Sturdiest suspenders I've ever owned. And they attach to your belt loops with these clips at the front and then 2 at the back, so it's an X-back. And those are good. Those are good. They're kind of rattly because the metal stuff, I don't know, a little overkill, quite honestly. I kind of like these. These are Nakona, you know, the Western boot company. They have since cheaped out and have all their stuff made in China. But I found a pair in good shape on eBay for pretty cheap, so I'm going to try them, the new ones, the Chinese ones, because I'm just curious about suspenders, you know. I even tried an Amish side clip that clipped onto your belt loop, trucker suspenders in leather, which I thought was, wow, that's it, that's the what I'm looking for. Well, they don't really fit all that well, to tell you the truth. So, Still looking for. It's like looking for the perfect pipe or the perfect pipe tobacco. You know, you're just kind of, oh, let's try that. Let's try that. You know, it's pretty. It's not that expensive to try different types of suspenders. So, um, what else? Oh, Amazon sells some. Oh, such crap. I mean, really cheap, flimsy, elastic, stupid clips with weird names. That's what Amazon is becoming. And I don't know. Like all good things, or like corporations do, they all start out pretty good, have a good idea, push it forward, and then let's cut costs. Oh, we can cut costs over here. Let's do that. And then pretty soon the whole product is degraded. It is like the way, the corporate way. And by then they've ruined competition, dominated the market, sucked up their competition. It's corporatism, which, don't get me started. I mean, it's the American way, but it's like, anyway, suspenders. Okay, we're talking suspenders. So I've been trying these, even though they have that Y back, which kind of gives me a wedgie. You have to adjust them just right. And there is a little elastic on the back strap. Not perfect. I do like the leather thing. I mean, yeah, and I like the way they hang, you know, because that's the thing about trucker suspenders. They get a little confining. It's a little like a gun holster if you've ever worn one of those. You know, in fact, the design is quite similar. And, you know, you're kind of chafing a little bit at that during the day, even though they're elastic. The fact that they are elastic, unless it's just super great elastic like the, I forget what they call it, super tough elastic from Welch down in Oregon, that elastic is the best. Duluth Trading used to make their suspenders in the U.S. and they were okay. When they get hot and a little sweaty, they get noodly, so the elastic kind of sags a little bit. But I modded a few of those. I kind of like high-waisted pants, you know, that are full-cut pants. I mean, it's what men wear, right? I don't know. So I have to adjust those because I guess I'm kind of short in the torso. So, whatever. But the search continues for the perfect suspender, for the perfect pipe, for the perfect pipe tobacco. Just what we do. That's what makes it a hobby. That's what makes it fun. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mike. This Burma Road's pretty good stuff. Good everyday smoke. A little aromatic hit right at the beginning, and then it just fades into a kind of a quiet, easy smoking down to gray ash, Englishy blend. It's good. Mm-hmm.